My name is Alvaro. I'm a second year management with international business student. I found a placement at the end of term 1, so December I found a placement. I will be starting on the 12th of June at Ascot Wealth Management as a wealth management assistant. So at the moment I'm just kind of waiting to start my placement in June, so I don't have to worry about anything. I think I started quite early, so before I came to university to start second year, I was at home and I was kind of like starting to think what I wanted to do, because there's so many placements and so many different positions and the titles are quite overwhelming. And I kind of thought maybe finance, maybe HR, maybe just anything. One of the things that they always ask is, why do you want this job, or why this industry, why this sector? And my answer was always, I don't know, I just wanted to try out, it's my placement. So like, at the moment I'm not too sure, and then kind of when I graduate I would like to know whether I like to do this or not. And then also practicing, making sure that from the first year you're involved in different things. So like, you have kind of like already built your CV, because when it comes to September, you think, oh, I haven't got anything on my CV. And then it's a bit like, what do I do now? So you kind of have to be applying for your CV whilst applying to placements whilst working on your CV, which is just really difficult. The advice I got last year from loads of people was only apply to 4 or 5. Like that was a thing that I heard a lot, and it's just not possible. Like, don't apply to 4 or 5. You end up applying for about 20. I applied for 17. There are quite a few that after I accepted my placement, I'm still waiting for. But of course, I've withdrawn my applications, and most of them, they reject you after stage 1. Most of them, you get to stage 4, which is a final, and then they reject you. It's a bit of ups and downs, and like especially the deadlines vary. So like, so if you want to work for Goldman Sachs, the deadline is January, but some of them are like October. So you kind of need to make a decision of where you want to go, really. The Ascot Wealth Management recruitment process was simply submission of cover letter and CV, and then after that they invited me for a day there. I basically had 2 interviews. So one of the interviews was with someone who's currently working there as a placement position, and then one of the directors. So that was the first interview. Then I had another interview with the managing director, so the actual person that started the business 5 years ago. And then I had an industry test and a psychometric test. And then after that, 2 weeks later, they called me and they said I had a job. So the recruitment process was easier than other places. I think my first piece of advice would be to start early. So, as soon as the term starts, or even before, make sure you're already kind of involved with the year in business concept. Don't leave it too late, because like some of the deadlines are as soon as the 1st of December. Second would be to get involved around campus and like work on your CV from now. So otherwise it's too late, and then they look at your CV and then there's someone who's got a lot more work experience and involvement. Something that actually I feel like helped me was my part-time job, especially because it's kind of like travel money advisor, so I work at Sainsbury's. And of course this is kind of like a finance related job, and also being president of an actors, so kind of being involved around campus, and you get to meet people, which is really good.